Out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Bridges. And it's Brunson in at the 1 spot. And for Oklahoma City, the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3. And that one's good. Brunson. And what a matchup we have here in the front court ring.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Bridges outside. Towns in the corner. Bridges kicks to Hart. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Anunoby. Williams with the block. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. About 1 minute into the first quarter.
Boy, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander just slicing his way inside. No doubt on the finish.
Brunson finds Bridges. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. I was able to talk with Mark Daigneault for a minute, and they're focused on limiting one of the best shooting bigs ever in Karl Anthony Towns. Now, Coach said earlier, Towns is a machine on the offensive end. They'll try to make Cat into a passer, get the ball out of his hands. We'll see if they can accomplish that. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for New York.
Jordan Clarkson.
Knicks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And a fun run by the Knicks in the playoffs. But Doris, horrible injury luck ended their season.
Kevin, borderline absurd bad luck for injuries. You think about it, Julius Randle goes down in the regular season. And then in the playoffs alone, Mitchell Robinson, OG Anunoby, and Bojan Bogdanovic all missed significant time. And who can forget Jalen Brunson getting hurt in that Game 7? Almost unreal bad luck.
Here's Brunson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And Doris, what a breakout for the guard, Jalen Brunson, these last couple seasons.
Kevin, I think what's taken a lot of us by surprise is how capable he is in being the center point of an entire offense. And not only as a scorer for himself, but involving all the guys around him. Truly an incredible transformation.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Holmgren with a screen on Anunoby. Williams' shot is off. Knicks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Out to Brunson. Clarkson right side. Launches a 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. The Knicks with the lead. Brunson, left side. From past the arc, traps in the tray. Brunson's got 9 points.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Poke loose. Holmgren finds Gilgeous-Alexander. And he banks in the layup. He's got 8.
If you're guarding SGA in the pick and roll, boy, stop the ball, because otherwise Shai's going to get to where he wants to go.
Here's Anunoby. Off target from outside.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
On the wing, Williams. He's covered by Clarkson. And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Williams passes to Hartenstein. Clock at 6. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Clarkson surveying the floor. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. Thunder trailing by 3. And there's Holmgren. That's good on the assist from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And looking to get stronger, Holmgren fights through the bump. Tons of time for him to grow into that frame.
And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy. And New York making a change here. Bridges checks in. And so Clarkson will bring it up for the New York Knicks. And there's the call on Chet Holmgren. That's his first foul.
Chet Holmgren. First personal foul. Second team foul.
On defense, Oklahoma City. They trail by 1. Here's Bridges, and he drives in. It's good.
If you overplay Mikal Bridges to take the jump shot, that's creating driving lanes, and he'll take advantage.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That missed basket now makes him 4 of 8 from the field. Taken away by Williams. And it's Williams throwing it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stop.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Here's Bridges. The Thunder making the shot. Fires for 3. Rebound by Williams. Oklahoma City's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thank you. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an elite scorer. Coach Mark Daigneault said the sign of a good player is being a source of reliable offense. At the same time, he's learned to impact the game in other ways, and that's why he's a really good player. He's not just a hired gun scorer. Kevin?
Totally agree, D.A. He is a franchise cornerstone type of guy. We thank you for the report.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
Clarkson outside. He can't get that one. Nice defense from Dort. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Dort. Oklahoma City moving it around. Hartenstein with the screen for Holmgren. 4 on the shot clock. Over Hart. The baseline J off the mark. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Thunder. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Oklahoma City.
Tons of points off penetration so far, guys. They're driving at will on the defense, just taking whatever they want.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
And New York looking at who they've got. Bridges out there with Malcolm Brogdon. Then it's Josh Hart. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Towns in at the center.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Hartenstein. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Knicks trail by 3. Doors, do you think the Oklahoma City Thunder has the best young core in the NBA?
Well, they are absolutely loaded with talent, Kevin. Not only that, they fit together. Now they've got a perennial MVP because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has inserted himself into the best player in the game conversation and a rising star in Chet Holmgren. Look out. Well, that's SGA in a nutshell right there. Quickness, length, guile, finishing on the interior.
Bridges against Gilgeous-Alexander. And it goes, and the Oklahoma City lead has got back down to 3 on the basket from Bridges.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Defended by Bridges. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That is his first foul of the game. And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Jalen Brunson. He's checked in for Brogdon. Wallace dishes to Williams. The Thunder with another miss.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Brunson scanning the floor. Pass to Hart. A 3-ball. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
You can't afford to let Hart get going from deep. He's ready to shoot it when given the opportunity.
Wiggins against Hart. On the wing, Wallace. Williams, a screen on Brunson. Wallace, the pass to Williams. Brunson outside. And it's sent back by Wallace. Over in the corner, Caruso. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. And the Thunder lead by 3.
Always a bonus when points come from unlikely sources. And you can see this guy's been working on that shot.
Brunson outside. Good. Brunson, no fear down low. You know, Doris, assists aren't just a point guard stat any longer, are they? A lot of big men in the league can distribute very well.
Yeah, Kev, it's really striking to me how multi-dimensional every single position in the NBA has become. As you said, bigs can pass, point guards can attack the cup and score. The game is becoming more and more skilled.
Launches it. Rebound by Williams. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Bridges. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Bridges has got 4 this quarter.
Well, we know this. Mikal Bridges has the length and hops to score inside. Nicely done.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And a new group in for the Knicks. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Towns. Yabusele comes in for OG Anunoby. Clarkson, he's checked in for Jalen Brunson. And Miles McBride subbed in for Bridges.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Takes the 13-footer. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. There's 1:40 left now here in the second. And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Both teams will make substitutions. There's 1:38 left in the first half. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. Outside, Dort. For 3, Holmgren hits it from 3-point range. Holmgren's got the lead up to 5 now for the Thunder.
And playing up tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition. That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
Now, how about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay?
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Defended by McBride. 6 to shoot. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Not a lot of room. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Taken away by Williams. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Here's Dort. Robinson pulls it in. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Clarkson kicks to Brogdon. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. The Thunder leading by 3. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 10. Makes it off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points in the quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
No good with the layup. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Oklahoma City out in front. They're up by 5. And for 2K Sports, we'll be back here at Paycom Center right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the small forward position. And that's who Mark Daigneault starts the second half. Shot clock at 3. Lays it up off the glass. Williams has got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Thunder. Pass to Hart. Now here's Bridges. Anunoby outside. From the arc, sinks the three-pointer. Anunoby's got his first 3 points of the game.
Nice job by OG Anunoby to be aggressive from distance.
Well, the ascension of Jalen Williams, Doris, has been swift and very fun to watch.
Oh, absolutely, Kevin. He became very quickly in his second season a number 2 option and frankly borderline 1A option. And it's not just his offensive game, Kevin. This guy has become a stout defender. He's got the perfect NBA frame and he fits in personality-wise.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Pass to Williams. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists in the game. Anunoby kicks to Brunson. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And one thing among many, Doors, that's so impressive about Jalen Brunson, the way he goes to work in the paint. Wow.
Kevin, at his size, you have got to be crafty. You've got to have great footwork and great patience. You've got to be willing to work in a crowd. What he does is really impressive.
Pass to Holmgren. Good on the triple. Holmgren's got 10.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
Bridges attacking. And the rejection by Holmgren. Williams with the ball. Sinks that one from the post. Now it's a 7-point Thunder lead.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Luke Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. Kevin, you see that in play.
Don't you, David? Every single game. Pulling in the right direction.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Josh Hart comes in for Robinson. And Miles McBride subbed in for Anunoby. Knicks trail by 6. Here's McBride. Wiggins with the rebound.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
New York's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Here's Clarkson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
This, to me, is when Clarkson is at his best. When he's pushing the action, being aggressive, it carries over to the rest of the team, guys.
2 shots.
And both free throws good for Clarkson.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work, and it pays dividends.
Right side, Williams. Williams has a screen for Wiggins. Back to Williams. Shoots over Brogdon. Kicks it out to Wiggins. 5 to shoot. No good from outside. Knicks trail by 4. Pass to Brogdon. Clarkson outside. Rebound by Wallace. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Swiped it away. And even 3-on-3 break. And there's the foul. We're going Alex Caruso. That's his first foul.
14 foul.
Clarkson against Wallace. Shot's good by Clarkson.
Oh, slick move by Clarkson. Getting around that inside contact to finish the shot.
Pass to Wiggins. Stolen by Brogdon. And McBride now top of the key. Brogdon the pass to Yabusele. Clarkson outside. Shot clock at 5. For the tie. That one misses. Williams with the defensive effort. And there's the call on Malcolm Brogdon. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
On the wing, Wallace. He's covered by Clarkson. Wallace against Clarkson. And so Oklahoma City again turning it over. .116 left here in the third quarter. Crafty move. Pass to Hart. And here's Clarkson. Good on the three-point shot. Clarkson's got 7 points for the quarter.
As a shooter, Clarkson can be so efficient. He gets the ball and goes right into his shot.
Caruso, the pass to Williams. Back to Caruso. Wallace finds Williams. Just 5 on the clock. Wiggins against Brogdon. And it's Wiggins missing.
That's an example of great defense. His teammates love that about him. Always why the shooters struggle against this guy.
And there's the call on Malcolm Brogdon. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Oklahoma City trailing. Now Caruso. Williams kicks to Wallace. Williams has a screen for Wiggins. The Thunder with another miss.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down. Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Knicks lead by 3. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth. Brogdon out there with Hart. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Yabusele in at the 5 down low. And stolen by Wiggins. Williams in the post. Defended by Hart. It'll go, and the New York lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Williams. And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Out on the floor right now for the Knicks. Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, during the break, listened in to Mike Brown. Now, he emphasized it's anybody's game right now. He told his guys to focus on finishing the task at hand and not to get distracted. He wants them to go out there and play with authority. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks.
That's toughness. That's ability to absorb contact and finish. That is Jalen Brunson in a nutshell.
One guy who now seems to... And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
At the line for your Oklahoma City, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Double checking, and the game continues on.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. Doris, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has a chance to go down as one of the greatest Canadian basketball players ever.
Kevin, that is a bold statement when you consider that the great Steve Nash, 2-time MVP and one of the best passers in the history of the game, is of Canadian descent. But this guy, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, is putting together quite the resume. Let's just hope he can sustain that stardom.
Here's Williams, driving the lane, goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Hartenstein with the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And here's Brunson outside. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Jalen Brunson right now attacking without hesitation. His foot is on the gas pedal.
And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt here.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his root.
And Anunoby slams it in.
Let's remember, this is 6'8" with some hops. OG Anunoby with
And I must say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. For three, Bridges, and Holmgren pulls it down.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Hartenstein with it, guarded by Robinson. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's in there. And now just a 3-point Knicks lead.
SGA, that's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander to you. Big-time clutch delivery.
Oh, muscling it in, Brunson.
Jalen Brunson wants the ball in these moments, and there he shows you why. Big-time shot.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both.
What you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who's always looking for ways to improve.
Holmgren against Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Oh, needing a bucket there. Towns doesn't hesitate.
Hartenstein with the screen for Williams. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. New York leading by 5. Brunson adds a 2-pointer. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
All the officials are all over that one.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
They've shown no let-up. Penetration, knife it inside. The defense has to tighten it up if they want to slow this team down.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein with the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. And the 3 ball is good.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Here's Towns. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Already set the Summer League record for blocks in his first game. Holmgren, one of the best young shot blockers in the league. That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
And the basket by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Brunson kicks to Bridges. Bridges double team. Out to Brunson. Just 2 to shoot.
Oh, that's a big-time rejection from Chet Holmgren, making his defensive presence felt.
And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
There's 57 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. Holmgren with a screen on Bridges. Gilgeous-Alexander. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one is on Towns.
Let's remember, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is 6'6", so getting on the interior is not a problem. Well, this is why you run your offense through him in important situations. You know he's going to deliver.
Anunoby in the corner. And shot on the way. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Gilgeous-Alexander against Bridges. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 on the shot clock. It's off. Pass to Holmgren. Here is Williams. to the middle. Bridges with the steal. And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Will count, and regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And for 2K Sports, these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3 spot.
Consistency as a jump shooter. Jalen Brunson with that quick, compact release.
Got that one up quick. Gilgeous-Alexander's got it all tied up now for the Thunder.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Bridges deciding where to go with it. At the heart, takes the 3. The three-pointer is right on target. And the Knicks lead by 3.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. To the inside. Outside, Dort fires from deep. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. The Knicks leading by 3. We're just over a minute into overtime here. Now here's Brunson. The kick out to Anunoby. Hart wide open. He fired. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Williams finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein with the screen on Brunson. And the basket by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Absolutely essential that they come right back and answer with that 3 of their own. And this gets the crowd energized.
Brunson against Dort. Now here's Brunson. G right on him. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Anunoby. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on Williams.
Now they're going for the jugular. A few more trips like that, and we might be able to see this one in the books. Now, this has reached desperation time for him.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
This may be their most important possession.
No doubt about it. As long as they don't make any major mistakes, this one's in the bag.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. And so here is New York. 6-point game.
Tremendous work defensively from Towns. His teammates love to see him send that thing back.
And so here is Oklahoma City. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. There's the 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Here's Brunson. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Sees the alley-oop. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gilgeous-Alexander. Bridges for three. So it's New York picking up the win. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
What a ride. I mean, I thought it might end in regulation, but you know what? They came through big and did exactly what was necessary once we got into OT.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan.